We are recording. All right, so let's get started again. Take 3 for me. My name is Leah Johns, and I'm going to be your host tonight, and I'm really excited to introduce Tamara Lee, who's going to give us some more tips and tricks on using social media. But first, we always like to get started with some recognition. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Diamond Agent here in Edmonton, Alberta, and plugging away here. I've got 2 amazing children and 1 incredible dog. The only one I have here is my dog, and she might interrupt because she is acting a little crazy tonight for some reason. She's going feral. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, but let's
don't open that one, please.
Let's get started. Oops, I'm just going to mute. Who do we got here?
Oh, this is a lemonade.
Here we go. Okay, I think we're good again. So let's get started. Let's get started with some recognition. So we have some incredible achievements this last week, and rank advancing is by far the most exciting part about this business, because what that means is that we have people who are sharing secret, our business opportunity, and right now is one of the most exciting times to start your business because we are rolling into the fall season, and the fall is just an exciting time to be in business. Everybody's not only buying for themselves, which is always fantastic, but people are going to be gearing up and buying things as gifts. And Christmas shopping starts already. It literally starts in September. So if you want to have a show business, if you want to have an out and about business, whatever business marketing you want to do through Facebook, obviously, then this is the time to really plug in and learn and be part of, learn the techniques that we are doing in order to create this excitement and to really utilize the fall and take advantage of it. But before we get going, we got some incredible rank advancements, and these people who shared the business with some fellow agents who are going to take part in this fall season is Laura Lawrence, who worked her way up to Royale, sponsored by Rachel Moore. Just congratulations, Laura. You've just been really plugging in, and I know you have some amazing business partners that you've partnered with. We have Arlene and Mark Marchand. Congratulations. Went from star to executive also, and their sponsor is Laura. So when one win, we all win, which is so exciting. And again, some incredible new agents who are going to be taking advantage of everything we have going on right now. And Jessica Coos, who went star on Desiree Schmidt's organization. Congratulations, stars the beginning, and all of you, great work. So that's what just happened last week, and excited to recognize those of you who are really pushing and working with some people this week. I'm going to let Tamara take it away, and then after Tamara, I'm just going to go through some housekeeping that I just want to make sure that you guys are aware of right now to fully take advantage of this next 2 weeks in August. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slide on into Tamara and let her take it away and give her all the tips and tricks. Tamara, are you there?
Perfect. Hey guys. So before we jump into my training, I want to just hear from 2 incredible women who did the video challenge. We're going to be talking about social media today, obviously, and what they kind of did is going to lead really, really well into kind of what I...
Did she freeze for everyone else, or is it just me?
Oh, I can hear you.
Okay. You're back. Yeah.
Hello?
You froze for a bit, but you're okay. Yeah, they said yes, you froze. So let's do it again.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know where I froze at. I'm at my in-laws' house because our house is showing right now, so it's just kind of crazy, and I have like cats that I've never seen jumping on the bed. So anyways, forgive me for being distractible. So I just want to introduce 2 ladies here first who did the social media challenge. And they're just going to talk about, you know, what that did for them, because it's going to lead really, really well into what I'm going to talk about now tonight. So Andrea, if you are here, you could unmute yourself. So Andrea lives in Prince George. She is a bronze agent. She is just like super organized, super high energy. I love being around her, and I just loved seeing her crush this challenge. She was so consistent and had incredible tips and value. So I'm really excited to hear what she has to say. So Andrea, take it away.
Hi, Tamara.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. Thank you. Yeah, I thought I'd be okay, and now I'm feeling nervous on here, especially after all these live videos. I guess the biggest thing for me was why I was successful, and I was just finished reading Rachel Hollis's book, Girl, Wash Your Face. And there was a line in there that really stood out to me, and it was said, like, I never break a promise to myself. And I'm very much about that, not breaking a promise to myself. And so when Tamara put this challenge out there, I was just like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it every single day, whether or not I have makeup on or not, whether or not I'm sick, I'm just going to do it. And so before we started, I made a list, I think of approximately 45 things. But it was crazy because as I started to do the live videos, I stuck to maybe 5 to 7 of those things. And every day I would just kind of be thinking about something and be like, oh, I'm going to talk about that today. So what that live challenge has done for me is it's really brought traction into my Facebook feed, like my personal Facebook feed, where I'm able to really have these conversations with people that I wasn't really communicating with before. And I just want to say you never know who's watching. I had a lady message me the other day because I had a few posts that were about dogs. So I had one about dog toys, one where I was brushing my dog's teeth, showing people how to brush their dog's teeth, one where I was using the secret hairbrush on my dogs. And she said, have you ever thought about doing a post on dogs in vehicles? And I was like, what? So I went back and I looked, and she was somebody who was never on my radar. Any of my live videos that I had done during the challenge, she hadn't liked any of them. She hadn't commented on any of them, but she had watched all of them. So you just really never know who's watching. But yeah, that's kind of all I have.
Awesome. Yeah, totally. And that's totally it is. You'd never know. Seriously, guys, like there's this like cat that is, I've never seen this cat. He doesn't like people. So this is really odd. I'm sorry to be distracted. You just never know who's watching. And Andrea just totally did such an incredible job of staying consistent and doing that and adding that value. So, I mean, if you guys want to kind of see what that looks like, make sure you go and check out these two ladies' personal timelines and, you know, send them a friend request and check out what they're doing, because they totally killed this video challenge. And exactly what Andrea's saying, you know, people are starting to comment and creating this because of what they did. So thank you, Andrea, for sharing. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
So the next woman that I want to have on, her name is Alicia. She is from Merritt, BC. She's an executive agent, and she also just like no excuses, just got it done. And, you know, there was a ton of stuff happening, and she could have said, you know what, I'm not feeling like it today. But I met her for dinner, and she was driving home, and I said, even if you got to do it at 11:59, do it at 11:59. Like, just don't let the day go. And she totally did it. And so she's also had really great unexpected results, and I'm really excited to have her share with you, you know, for 2 to 3 minutes, kind of what her takeaways were from doing that challenge. So Alicia, take it away.
Hey everybody. I kind of thought it was fitting tonight that Tamara had asked me on to say a little bit about the 30-day live video challenge, because the way I got introduced to Secret to begin with was I met Tamara through a social media training that she had done. So it's was kind of a full circle there. When I started the 30-day live video challenge, I was kind of the opposite of Andrea. I was like, yeah, this sounds like fun. And I was like, I'll start it and I'll see how far I get, and we'll see if I can do this and if I can come up with enough stuff to talk about every day for 30 days. And actually, once I kind of made a list too, and very much like Andrea, I think I ended up doing like 4 things off of my list, and it was more just like things that were happening around me. Like one day I did one on car crashes and paying attention while you were driving, because within like a 3-day period, I had seen like 5 or 6 car accidents and a few really serious ones. And so it was just kind of like something every day that was relevant in my life. And then I would, you know, talk about it, and you wouldn't realize how many other people's lives it was relevant in. And same thing, I've noticed a huge difference in the people on my page, the people interacting. since the challenge has ended, I haven't stuck with it as much as I would have liked to. And I've actually found I've had people messaging me being like, I miss your videos. And same thing that Andrea said, you really don't know who is watching. I've had messages from people, like private messages about videos I've done, and from people who never liked or commented or, made any sort of show that they had been watching, but they were watching. And that was kind of, I remember the first video that went over like 100 views, and I was like, who are all these people watching my video? And it just made you feel like you had something to talk about that people you were relating to, right? So yeah, even personally, it's kind of got me interacting with people who were on my Facebook, but I hadn't really talked to in a long time. And I think that definitely, can translate into the business as well.
Nice. Awesome. Guys, I have to put this cat in the bathroom. Give me 1 second. I'm so sorry. It's like freaking kids.
It must be the day, because my dog is crazy today. She's trying. I had to put her in the basement now.
I'm sorry. I just can't focus. I love him, but he's like chewing on the wires and stuff, and I'm just like, what do I do? Okay. Thank you, Alicia, so much for sharing. She totally killed it. She totally stayed consistent. Like I said, if she had to do it at 11:55 at night, she totally did it and just got it done. And so I loved seeing that. So thank you, ladies, so much for sharing. So tonight I want to talk a little bit about groups. The next couple trainings that I do, if the leadership has me on coming into the fall, I'd like to do about groups. So setting up your group, launching or relaunching your group, organizing your group, and then recognition in it, right? Because we all really want to have those VIP groups up and going and having that really awesome interaction. So tonight we're going to talk about kind of the purpose of groups. I'm getting a lot of feedback, Leah, from someone. I'm not. What we're going to kind of talk about. But it's a really great thing to move into. Okay, so with your VIP group, there needs to be intent. It needs to be memorable, positive, building a core concept. Okay, there needs to be intention. We can't just throw up graphics and sales and expect people to. We can't just ask people to buy from that, right? There has to be something to stand out, because people are being pushed to all the time on Facebook through ads, whatever. And so we really need to stand out. So something that really kind of stood out to me, this quote, is that the war is won before it ever begins. And the point of that is saying is that you have to be prepared. Whoever's the most prepared going in does the best coming out. And we have to think of our VIP groups like that as well. As we really have to prepare and have intention when we go into our groups, to really kind of create this challenge, or this community, I guess. So that's really why I organized the video challenge, guys, was prepping for success, to build your community and then into your groups. Okay, because if you don't have a community on your personal page, it's gonna be very hard to get people into a group that's stagnant and to get people to come back for more information. Okay, so I mean, look what happened with Alicia and Andrea, who just stayed consistent. They started to reach people that they had never reached before, right? And if we're not having new people see our business, we're never going to have a growing, solid business. Because life just happens for people, right? They come and they go. So we always want to be touching new people with our positivity and sharing that, right? So it's creating momentum. And one thing that about momentum is, you don't want to ever announce something until you've promoted it. And this is a huge thing about Facebook, is promotion. So promote momentum, but don't announce it, right? So example, the best engagement that I've ever had on my videos was when I was doing those live interview series. And what I was doing was I was promoting the event. I'd never said who was going to be on, but I said certain things that they did. And I really promoted that, and I got people excited, and I built on that momentum. But I didn't just announce, hey, I'm having so-and-so on today at 7 p.m. or tomorrow at 7 p.m. Who wants on, right? You kept a little bit of the curiosity, and we promoted that. So when you're building this momentum from your live videos, from posting consistently into your VIP groups, and within it, you want to make sure that you promote it always, okay? So with our groups, guys, when you're thinking about your group, is number one is have a core message within your group. There has to be more than just skincare and nutrition, about sharing the facts and saying, here's the greens, 5 servings of raw veggies. There you go. The price is blah, 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 right? That's not going to elicit an emotion from people, right? People buy from those they know, like, and trust. And they need a little bit more than just that. Like that just would never elicit me to go out and buy something, okay? You have to create something within your VIP group. So think of your VIP group as something with a mission. Creating community. And that's really what's going to get people coming back, guys, and really having such an engaged VIP group is community. So what is community? Right? You hear about community. If you think about it in your real life, what is community? The question you want to ask yourself, if do I have the community started? Have I started doing this? Is, are people returning to see your information? Okay. So whether it's your posts, your live videos, your events, if people are returning to see your info, that is the beginning of community, because that means that they're not going to the Google. They're not going to the YouTube. They're coming to you because you're offering them something that they can't get somewhere else, okay? So if they're coming back or returning to see you, that means that they have mentally enrolled in your mission, okay? They have flicked that switch. They're like, hey, I want to see what Lee is doing. I want to stay connected to whatever she's doing. And so if people are mentally enrolled, they are much more likely to engage and share and promote your group to other people. Wouldn't it be amazing if 50 of your VIP group members added 5 people into the VIP group without you asking? Who wants that to happen? Heck yes, I do, right? So if you can build that and give that and make that community, people are going to want to share that with their people. So there's a bajillion other people out there offering skincare tips or nutrition tips or exercise tips or whatever. There's Google, there's YouTube, there's everything, right? So you have to think, what are you doing different? How have you created the know, like, trust factor so that they come back for you? Okay. So it's very similar to branding, guys. Don't just share the facts, the figures, the graphics. One thing to know, side note, put this in your little notebook, is anything with over 20% words on an image that you're posting will get hidden by Facebook. Okay. So if you post a graphic that it's an image and it has sale, if it says sale, flash sale, BOGO, percent, anything like that, Facebook hides it because they don't want you selling. So you want to make sure that you post the image and have the description in the description. Okay. So anything that you post, make sure that it's less than 20% words. Okay. The 80-20 rule, 80% of it you want to have as an image, 20% or less you want to have as words. Okay. So that's just a little side ninja tip there for you guys. So if you just share the nitty gritty, the hacks, the how-to, people will go elsewhere because they can get the hacks, they can get the how-to from other people, right? People spend a lot of money making those little how-to videos. They're going to go elsewhere. But what you need to do is create a common thread, okay? The group is not just about a shake, but maybe it's about creating confidence in giving your kids quality nutrition in a timely manner without a fuss on a budget, right? Maybe there's some underlying thing. Who is your target market? Who are you as a brand? Okay. How do you stand out from a simple Google search? It's not just about proper skincare, right? We all have amazing skincare, but you could Google proper skincare and it comes up. Why do people, instead of just going to Google and searching, why are people going to go to Facebook and then search out your group and then search out your stuff, which is extra steps? Why are they going to search that out versus just going to Google? The reason why is because you're creating community, you're creating value, and you're standing out, okay? So instead of just proper skincare, maybe it's about how to carve out self-care in today's busy lifestyle while little minions are running around at your feet while not breaking the bank account, right? Like, what is it there? Is this making sense to you guys? If this is making sense, I don't know, nod, put in the comments, yes, this is making sense. There has to be something more to than just the how-to of slapping soap on your face, right? So in your VIP groups, right? And I don't like calling them VIP groups because it should be, I really think, more than just a VIP group. We shouldn't be calling them VIP groups, because how many VIP groups are you part of, guys? Probably a lot, right? And why are you there? Did someone just add you there and, oh, it's just makeup, it's just jewelry, okay, right? If you're creating a group that is more than just skincare, that's more than just nutrition, name it something that's awesome. So don't sell skincare, don't sell nutrition, but build community around confidence, around vulnerability, around integrity, around something, a common thread, guys, okay? The narrower the focus, the deeper you can go, okay? Don't just be vanilla. I love vanilla, but don't just be vanilla. Think of your favorite ice cream. Think of your favorite, like, chocolate bar. Most likely, or your favorite chips. Most likely it's an actual flavor. Like, who thought of like the salted caramel stuff, or like Rocky Road, or maple walnut, or like dill pickle chips, right? You thought of probably something specific. Okay, you didn't just think, oh, I like plain Ripple Trips. Some people do. Or I just like plain vanilla ice cream. Most of the time it's something specific, right? So you want to be specific in what you're doing, that kind of common thread, okay? So example, have the same grit in building community as Isaac does, right? People linking arms and being part of one goal. People, rallying behind one another in support or encouragement. Think of like us against the world. What can you all kind of get around, right? Like, Andrea loves dogs. She loves animals and she loves dogs, right? So I could see like a common thread. Yes, skincare, nutrition, and exercise. She also loves exercise and eating super healthy. So, I could see having that with dogs and there's some sort, right? Like, I don't know, whatever it is in your life, I've never seen people rally around something when you have a commonality and a common thread together. Okay. So people get passionate about what they can get behind. So what is it that you are all for? Okay. You need to know what you stand for. You won't be able to attract others if you don't know yourself what you stand for. What is your goal? What is your purpose? What is your why? Put that into your VIP group, because people will never follow you if you don't know where you're going and you don't know what you do, right? There's a million VIP groups out there, guys, that they could just be a part of, right? Yeah, sure. I know that our skincare is better. Our nutrition is better, but what is going to stand out in your group versus everybody else's? Okay. So think of it this way. What makes a great movie, guys? Like, when you think of like really awesome movies, what makes a really great movie? Number one is probably a struggle. There's probably a struggle within the movie. Number two, there's a hero or a good guy. And then number three, there's usually like a bad guy or a bad idea, which presents a struggle that the hero's trying to get through, right? So think, how many have you seen the movie Moana? For those of you who haven't, I'm sorry. But those of you who have, you're going to understand this. If you haven't seen it, take some time and go watch it, because it's really good. So Moana, right? She had a vision and a dream of going out past the reef. She was going to be the next leader on her island. Her dad was the chief, and she was going to be the next one. And the fish, there was no more fish within the reef, and they were all going to die. Like, the island was going to be no more if they couldn't find fish. And so she wanted to go out past the reef, but her dad had a bad experience, didn't want her to go anyway. So what happened, the struggle, if you watch the movie, the struggles along the way. She had to convince Maui to help her. They had to like go past the giant turtle under the ocean. I don't remember his name, but he like loves selfish gold. They had to get past the little killer coconuts, and then they had to get past Te Fiti. Okay. So she had all these struggles, but she knew her purpose. And in doing so, she aligned herself with Maui, who had a very similar purpose, and they were able to rally together. Okay. Then what happened was that when they did this, and she figured out her goal, she did what she needed to do, her people also rallied behind her. She was able to unite an entire community, and eventually they went out past the reef. They went out, she saved her whole community. Okay. So the point of this is that, she used the bad in her life, the nitty gritty, the friction, to fuel the vehicle, your group, your VIP group, to make a difference. Okay. Does that make sense? Use whatever it is, guys. Maybe, maybe you were in an accident. Maybe you struggle with anxiety or depression. Maybe you had a horrible childhood. Maybe your family and friends don't support you. Maybe you hate your job or you love your job, or, maybe you've had too much loss in your life. Maybe you've struggled with sickness or, illness. Find something in your life that can push you, that you can use to show people you can get through this. I've got you. We've got you. We're going to encourage you. We're going to love you. We're going to wrap our arms around you. Use the bad in your life to make that grit stick. When you have sandpaper and you have something to hold on to, you're going to be able to relate to people. The cover photo in my my VIP group, again, my VIP group is not called VIP group, it's called The Den, very on purpose. And the tagline or the cover photo says strength through vulnerability. That's pretty crazy. Strength through vulnerability. My whole intention is being so vulnerable with people, so transparent with people that they see me. So yes, I'm going to give tips on skincare. Yes, I'm going to give tips on nutrition and, doing that. But maybe I'm also going to give hair tips or makeup tips or self-development tips, right? People aren't doing the same self-development that we are in this business. Community, friends. When I talk to people, why, I do a bunch of 3-way calls with people. Why would you like to be part of network marketing? Why would you like to be part of this? Do you know how many people say they want a community? They want friends. They want relationships. People are like dying for that in this age, guys. We're more connected than we've ever been, but yet we're so disconnected from people because of this. And so if you find a way to use your group to really like inspire people and encourage them and give them a safe place to come, guys, that like there is no limit of what's going to happen for you. So think of your VIP groups as it's not made to sell product. You are the one moving the product, not your VIP group. The whole purpose of the VIP group is to get people exposed, to get people to know you, to get people to like you, so that you have all these touch points, all these people that you can then go to and chat, okay? So look at your life. Find the grit in your life that you can use to have a commonality with people, okay? So the homework, I guess, for today as we wrap this up is, can your mantra or slogan fit into one sentence? Hey, out of here. Out of here. Now I have a kid in here. 1 second. Hey, kid! Tommy's in here. Can your mantra or slogan fit into one sentence? So if you've ever watched my stuff, well, and now there's a dog in here. My mother-in-law loves animals. Is be love, be joy, be gratitude, be contagious. So, it's about sharing love. It's about sharing energy, sharing joy. So can your mantra or slogan fit into one sentence? Okay. People will promote you and your community if they know how and what to promote. Okay. Have you ever tried to you had a friend that did something and you were trying to explain to someone else what they did and they're like, oh yeah, so, well, they work in an office and they plan projects, but they do this but they travel a lot too. And have you ever had that happen? Or maybe your spouse and you've tried to explain what they do and you just don't, and the person looks at it and they're like, oh yeah, right? That's what it's like for your VIP group, guys. If people don't know what you're doing, if they don't know your purpose, no one's going to promote your group. No one's going to promote you or add people into the group if they don't know what it is, if they don't know what it's standing for. You have to be crystal clear. Confused minds stay idle. Whether it's our business, whether it's exercise, whether it's nutrition, if there's too much going on, if it's too confusing, people will do nothing. So the way to get super incredible engagement and momentum into your VIP groups is to be super clear with your mission and have a mantra. Promote it. Every time you sign on for a live video, I know it seems dumb, but introduce yourself. Hey, I'm Tamara Lee. I'm the founder and creator of The Den, where blah, 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 blah. And have your short 1-minute tagline. Every time you do a live video on your personal page, do it. Every time. Every time. So that way, as soon as it pops up, people will do this. My social media coach, she's like, hi, And then her tagline is helping women build their businesses from anywhere. So anytime someone says the word anywhere, I'm always in the back of my head literally going anywhere, because she does that every time. So make sure that you have your mantra, your tagline of what you do. What is your group focus, right? I'm the owner and creator of so-and-so group, where I'm your personal coach for blah, 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 or where we have a community of blah, blah, blah. Okay, have that. So when you have that, other people will start to promote you, because isn't the goal to get all of your people to add more people into your VIP group? Leverage. That's what network marketing is about. So you want to make sure that you're using your VIP group for that as well. Okay. So not only do you need to know the core concept, it needs to be easy for other people to know it and remember it. Okay. So make it one sentence, make it very clear, and just do it. Write it out. Go through some work, guys. Go through some of that stuff of, what do I have? What kind of knowledge do I have? What kind of experiences I have? You guys don't have to be, have a PhD to give value. Do you understand that? You don't have to be a diamond agent to give value on what works in network marketing. You don't. No one knows your life better than you. No one knows what's working better than you. So you don't have to be the best of the best. You don't have to be up on stage teaching for you to share value to these other people, because most of these other people aren't getting the value that you're getting from the people that you're surrounded with on this call, in this group. So you have a wealth of knowledge and incredible experience to draw on. No one's lived your life. So what are your experiences? What have you overcome? What are you proud of? What would you like to do? What are you working on? What are your goals and your dreams? Maybe your group is about dreamers, people who have big, crazy goals that want to do this, or do that. Whatever it is. One of the VIP groups in our group it's a word that I can't even say, but it has to do with the beach, and it has to do with pineapples. She loves pineapples, and she loves the beach, and she loves mermaids. So there's a commonality, there's a thread there. Okay. Does this make sense? I hope this is making sense. I feel like I'm just everywhere today. I'm trying to follow my notes, but that's it. So use your live videos, your posts from your personal timeline, guys, just as these other people did who did this video challenge, totally blew it out of the water. Use that to then funnel people into your VIP group. And then also use your live videos in your VIP group. Okay. You can, do funny stuff in your VIP. Everybody knows that you're selling secret in there. So you can talk about secret all you want, right? I keep it off the personal page in the VIP group. Yeah, talk about it. Talk about 7.2. Show them how to mix up a shake. Instead of just posting the recipe, show them. Put it in the blender. Show them. Talk about it. Show them some exercises. Show them, whatever. Just be vulnerable. Remember, strength through vulnerability. That is something I tell myself all the time. I used to think that vulnerability was weak. Crying, showing emotion was weak, and I shouldn't do that. But once I tapped into that ability to do that, really big things happened for me. So the more open and honest you can be with people, the more they're going to like you and do that. And you're going to have some really great, success, I guess, in these groups. So if anybody has any questions, ask them now, type them in the comments, I guess. Other than that, we're going to talk about, so make sure you really get your tagline, guys. Get really, really clear on what your focus is what your focus is in your VIP group. Maybe it has to do with just skincare or just nutrition, whatever it is, but make it something to stand out. Really think about it. Put some thought in it. It has to be intentional. If you want to stand out, if you want to be successful, you have to do that. Okay. So that's your homework for this time. Before you can go into do anything else, make sure that you find a tagline, guys, and help get your VIP group to help you. Put a poll, put an option in there, get your VIP group to help you. Be like, hey, so, I'm looking at this and these are some options of my tagline, because your VIP group also has really brilliant minds. And when they know that you're trusting them, now you're creating a conversation where they feel like, oh, she trusts me. She likes me. She values my opinion. I'm going to speak up more. Ask for it. I told someone else to do a post. I was like, ask for advice for something that you don't need advice on. Maybe your kids are all potty trained, but ask for advice on potty training your kid. You're going to get more engagement than you've ever got probably in your entire life, because everybody wants to give their opinion. Everybody wants to talk. And so if you do that and ask for people's opinions, they're really going to appreciate that. So ask your VIP group, give them some options for some taglines to vote on, and then start using that tagline that, that call it a mantra, post it in your bedroom, whatever it is, so that every live video you go on, you say, hi, I'm Leah Johns, and I'm the creator and founder of blah, 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 where we blah, 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 blah. And then go into your stuff, okay? Because I promise you, when you guys get crystal clear on this, things are going to happen. People are going to start promoting your group and adding people into that as well. The next kind of trainings that we want to do is setting up your group. So when people come into your group, what do they see so they're not overwhelmed? See right away, are you utilizing the units in there? Which is something I'm going to start doing in my groups. Is I'm going to have units, and I'll have like the post, the ingredients. So, and I can say, oh, there's a whole unit on this. Check this out. So I can take people from the personal profile into that. We're going to talk about launching or relaunching your group. I had a VIP group for 2 years, but just like you can relaunch your business at any time, you can relaunch your VIP group at any time. Okay. Start using those live videos on your personal page. You're ready to the VIP groups, which we're going to do because the busiest season of the year is coming up, guys. Prepare for it right now. I promise you. Organizing your group and then recognition in your group. Just like we have our core value is to create an environment of celebration and recognition. You want to do that in your VIP groups as well. Okay. So that's all for now. It's been longer than I wanted. I'm sorry. Thank you all for putting up with me in my crazy mind. And I hope you guys are having a great Monday. If you guys have any questions, let me know.
You are amazing, Tamara. And yes, I have questions, but maybe I should do that off this video due to timing. But unbelievable, unbelievable. So just learned so much. I took tons of notes, and I'm sure you guys all did too. So thank you again, Tamara, for your time. And you're just adorable. I saw all the chats come in and brilliant. Oh my gosh, to go read through that, Tamara, is just going to boost you, and you so deserve it.
Thank you.
All right, so just some housekeeping and some quick reminders for you guys all to really go out and kill it this month. Of course, we followed off an incredible nutrition event by Dr. Howard Cohn that happened, I don't know, it kind of all becomes a blur to me, before the weekend, last Tuesday. And it's still time to follow up. People who had plugged in and said they were going, a lot of my people didn't even go and watch it because life got busy. So I had their deadline to watch it by September 10th. And you can actually copy the link if you go into the event and copy it and share with those people who said they were going. I'm not sure, and I'll just be totally honest, I'm not sure if you can share that and have somebody who already didn't click going to access that. Tamara, would you know actually, or no? Any idea?
My phone was just bothering me and I just let the dog out. Were you asking if people can access? I think they have to be part of the group in order to see the link. I think I had tried to post it somewhere and it said they had to be part of it because was it a public event or a private event? If it's public, yeah. So if it's private, they have to be part of the event. If it's public, then then you can copy and paste the link. Yeah.
Okay, so just, follow up with everyone. Thank you so much. Follow up with everyone and make sure that they've done that and they got value out of it, because there's a lot in there that was about just basic nutrition. Our life today, he had some great concepts and people, and then ask to receive their information of where what did they like best, because there's so much great stuff that is coming off of that event, and I don't want us to just not follow up, because we always say the fortune is in the follow up, and we truly do mean that. The other one is watch Tracy Donald's video that she posted last week. It went through all these promotions that we're doing off of conference. So a reminder, if you haven't had a chance, please go in there and encourage your teams to do so as well. There's so much exciting stuff in there, and following that is to make sure you're registering your ballots into all the draws. I know the bracelet is for August right now, and that's just from doing one of the 5 things, and most of you have done it. So if you're confused by this, again, watch the video. I know all of us had posted in the Secret Collective and all your team sites specifically what you need to do. It's very simple. It's 5 activities. I'm not going to go over that because we've done it before. Just make sure you get your ballots in. Okay, that's what's most important. And of course, we're rolling into the last 2 weeks of August, so reminding everybody about birthdays, right? So go through, make sure people are taking their birthday gifts. So that's their $20 off coupon. You always want to be, make sure you're reminding people on that, and also get really plugged into that hair special. When I had hair, it was the best products ever. Truly. And I believe you don't have healthy hair if you're not using that. And because that hair mask and that hair serum, and the deal to get them for $108 with the hair clay, and you can mix the hair serum in with the hair clay and kind of make a paste, and then you can actually use that for your hair, and it's just beautiful. If you find the clay too thick, you actually make a concoction with it. Unbelievable price. Like, you just cannot go wrong for that. So if you haven't taken advantage of it to experience the hair products, because I personally can't share from here. I need to share from here. So if I don't have a relationship with my products, then I'm not going to be able to share it with heart and passion. So it's important for you to get on that, because they're amazing Christmas gifts as well. And if they're not buying right now, you're going to fall in love with it, and then you can definitely promote it to people. And we still have 2 weeks in that incredible deal. So that was pretty much it. So we've had a lot of stuff going on, and the last thing is to book your rooms. So we have Life coming up in January. One of those ballots that you get in is to book your book the convention in January. And should you book your room at the Talking Stick, you get an extra entry. But just FYI, because if you guys were with us in Rise, the rooms at the Talking Stick were quite expensive, and I know there's a limited amount of rooms, and a lot of people are jumping on next door at the Hamptons. So it's about half price at the Hamptons. You guys can get, you are forfeiting that extra entry, but it's half price, and you can, again, share rooms with a couple of people. But I know Life, from hearing through, Rise was unbelievable, and I want every single one of them to be part of this event in January to really blow it up. It'll be here before we know it. So we're walking into our fall season. You guys, this is the best time of year. It is such an exciting year to be in business and to be in the know, and to take these tips that Tamara Lee has shared with us, and take these tips that you learn on the new agent call every single month, the first Monday of every month, other than when we had the OPPA conference, and to use them, to feel the fear and do it and get out there, and just the simple steps of making 2 appointments every day or 2 contacts every day. Oh my gosh, they add up so quickly at this time of year. So 5 days a week, and just starting to connect with people. You're going to grow leaps and bounds. You're just going to get better and better every day. Don't compare yourself with anybody. Just literally work on yourself and getting better and getting braver and having fun. And that's a big part of what this business is all about. We're all a community of people supporting each other, and reach out to us if you need us. You're never bugging us. So thank you again so much. And I think we take up enough of your time. Congratulations to you guys on last week's success. And we're looking forward to recognizing more of you with bringing on business partners and sharing your secret for next week. Have a good night.